Ms. Summer. You're good, Leader.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Erin Summer, and I will be speaking about statute 768.21, subsection 8, under wrongful death. If a patient is considered single, unmarried, divorced, or widowed, and does not have a minor child at the time of medical malpractice resulting in death, no legal action can be taken as you heard before. The danger associated with wrongful death medical malpractice exemption is twofold. First, with no threat of punishment means that lax behavior resulting in death of a patient, the doctor experiences absolutely no consequences. Second, medical providers know that a dead patient means no financial liability, while a surviving yet severely harmed patient can mean significantly liability exposure. So the reality of this law, a dead patient is a better outcome for a medical practitioner than just an injured or harmed patient. My father's life matters as much as anyone else in this state. On June 9th of this year, his surgeon forgot to perform cardiac catheterization prior to surgery, resulting in the death of my dad. The surgeon was paid for his criminal service, walked away freely, no recourse, no accountability. Anyone that kills someone would be prosecuted. This law is also discriminatory, as you've already heard. Here are the numbers based on the 2018 census. Approximately 2.3 million unmarried graduate students would fall under this. Approximately 7 million widowed seniors. Disabled adults, any unmarried adult without a child. Human life is not expendable, yet this law allows it. It allows my dad to die in vain in the hands of a doctor who failed to do his job and took my dad's life. I refuse to believe my dad and my two boys who lost their grandfather, who fondly called him Pa, his life is not as important as somebody who is married and has a child under 25. Everyone in this meeting has at least one family member that falls into this category. While writing this, I realized that my mom, 2 uncles, and aunt would also fall into this catastrophic category. In a few years, my older son will fall into it. Amongst other family members who, when visiting Florida, would fall under this law if medical malpractice occurred, because this does affect tourists as well. So this isn't just a Florida resident concern. This law affects everybody in the nation. Mind you, we are the only state with this law. Let me make it very clear that we did not call lawyers because my dad had monetary value. We wanted these doctors to be investigated, license revoked, and prosecuted like anyone else who commits a crime. There are absolutely no words to describe how we felt sitting at the kitchen table, wasted from heartache and shock, listening to a lawyer explain how we could not do anything except advocate and fight due to free kill law.
Thank you, Ms. Summer.
I'm almost done, thank you. Section 768.21 only applies to medical, so if my dad was killed in a car accident, we could have been sued for wrongful death. It's not about money, but a person would have been held accountable. But doctors can commit the most extreme criminal act. I ask you to please think about your family members when you're voting for this in Tallahassee. Please make the following heard.
Ms. Summer, we have to extend the same courtesy to everybody.
HB 6039.
And we got your hand out.
2 bills. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for providing the handout as well.